So if all the jurors are here, we're starting jury trial exactly at 9:30. The attorneys who are supposed to be here at 9 this morning and said they were going to be here at 9 this morning, they are going to wait. And they are not going to be excused because they're supposed to be here.
Just as a reminder, we also have the.
Yes,
Okay.
sure. Because all the defense attorneys know we're starting jury at 9:30. And they said yesterday, I will be here exactly at 9. But Sean, Fantastic Four is out, right?
It is, Judge.
All right, have you seen Fantastic Four?
No, ma'am, but it's out.
I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about it.
I like the first one.
Pedro Pascal's in every movie.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Whenever I think about him in Game of Thrones and the way he died, I'm like, no, stop playing around. All right, who's Gabriella?
She's Mr. Mauer's party.
All right, so we'll wait for Robert Maurer. Okay.
Oh, he's here.
Laptop. Do you have a case in here, ma'am? Or what? Do you have a case?
Yeah, I should. They told me because I was in the run hell, but run hell is from Cepedes. They told me it was in the.
Oh, it's it for, just one moment. No, yeah. Congratulations, Duffy, for your promotion. LaShawn, somebody wrote to me, sort of a joke. They said being an adult is realizing $1,000 is a little to have, but a lot to owe. And I thought about that. I'm like, that is so true. Mhm. You know, my mom would always say, when you get $100 bill, don't break it. If you break it, it's gone. All right, and does the interpreter know to be here at 9:30?
I want to say yes. Finish.
Okay.
I love that. Thank you. There you go.
Are you gonna put a line on the ones that were really
All right, are the parties ready on Amanda Lynn Castro?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Thank you again for letting us come this
Oh,
morning.
no
I
problem.
appreciate it.
All right, come on down.
Trying to,
That's okay. I was like, where is
I'm
she?
sorry, I'm sorry. 9:05 is good. 9:07 is really good for me. I
Right.
had to take my dog to daycare. You
Oh,
know how that goes.
Yes. and then it's hard to see them leave, right?
He runs away from me. Like the minute we drive up on the curb, he actually jumps out the car.
Is this a doggy daycare that's right downtown?
A good dog at Pearl, so right on Grayson and like
Okay.
Euclid. He loves it.
Oh,
They're
wow.
so wonderful.
There's something I saw, and I don't think it's in this state. They
Uh-huh.
actually have a school bus. You can pick the dogs up.
Stop it.
And so the dogs are just like, shaking to get on the bus
I'm gonna.
and they
ask-
clip them in
Yeah,
and then they just drive them to the location.
see, that's nice.
So, yeah.
I would-
And now they have this thing where instead of taking your dog to doggy daycare someplace, they supposedly have an app where
Uh-huh.
you can go on the app and somebody will actually pick up your dog and they'll be in their home.
Oh, that's nice.
Which
Well,
are
there's
probably is
no-
great for people who want dogs but don't really have time. It's like, oh, I can have a dog for a
Oh,
weekend.
that's really nice. Like almost like a cat cafe, but like a dog, like rental. I like that. That's actually nice.
All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 012496, State versus Amanda Lynn Castro. Can I have parties announced?
Duffy Pitlock for the state of Texas, Your Honor.
Lauren Lefton for Miss Castro.
And are you Amanda Lynn Castro?
Yes.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any applications in this case?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Castro, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you were giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, she does.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Ms. Castro, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 75 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244. There are no applications and there's a $60 restitution to the lab for drug testing. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counselor, are there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No conscience.
State, any evidence?
The state offers states exhibit 1 and all attachments, Your Honor.
All right, any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses? The state would call in the right to remain silent.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, we just ask that you follow the plea agreement.
All right. Who is David Angel Solomon to you?
Nothing.
Well, I mean, that's the person you were
Okay.
arrested with.
Yes, Your Honor, at the time he was my boyfriend.
Mhm.
And we no longer, I have.
Have you seen him since the day of this offense?
No, no,
All right. Do you have any family support?
yes, sir.
Do you have any children?
Not in my care,
How many children?
right?
5. And what are their ages?
19, 18, 14, 15, and soon to be 13.
All right. So here's the thing. How long have you been in jail?
Since July 7th.
All right. So since July. And I'm assuming you haven't been using drugs at the jail.
Mhm.
Have you?
No.
All
No.
right. So now you're probably clear-headed. You're thinking well. I'm sure the way you looked when you were arrested is completely different today. You appear healthy, aware of everything that's going on. Your eyes are bright, which is great. So this feeling of sobriety that you have now, you need to keep that.
Yes, ma'am.
And you need to internalize what you have lost through your drug use, right? Your children, is that right?
Yes.
So when you're released, you need to go to a sober support home just to start out. And if you can't find one, if you come back to this court when you're released from custody, if I'm on the bench, I will pick up the phone and find a place for you to go because you need to do that, okay?
And just so the court knows, I've spoken with her grandmother and there is a plan in place.
Mhm.
Where do you, the Grace House?
Yes, I
He's gonna-
applied to the Grace House.
Right.
And I'm waiting for response from them.
All right, so here's the thing. Don't go past, what is it, the saying, don't go past go or whatever.
Yeah.
You need to leave straight from the jail. Don't take any side trips. Don't say, I just want to stop at the grocery store for a soda, because who knows who you may meet. And you need to go straight from the jail to the sober house. And you're going to have to stay on track and stay focused, because if you don't, you're going to end up right back here. And sometimes I think people need to keep their police reports, because the way you were living, that wasn't a good way to be living. All right? You can do this, but you got to want to do it. All right? All right, the court will find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 75 days in the Bear County Jail under 1244. Give you credit for any time served. There's to be $60 restitution to the lab for drug testing. All right, so with regards to your sentence, the only thing I can tell you is my sentence is that you receive 75 days. The jail, they give 2 for 1, 3 for 1. I'm not in charge of that. So the only thing I'm in charge of is if you have 30 days credit at the jail, you get 30 days credit from me.
Okay.
If the jail says you're in general population, you didn't cause any problems, usually they'll give 2 for 1. So that would mean you will have 60 days, but I'm not in charge of that. So you can't write me and say, the jail didn't give me 2 for 1, or the jail didn't give me 3 for 1.
Okay.
All I'm in charge of is the sentence that I've given you, okay?
Okay.
Now, if you feel as though you're not getting credit for day time, that's where you can come to me. But the 2 for 1, 3 for 1, that's completely with the jail. You understand? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you. They'll probably, we're off the record, they'll probably release you at midnight. I'm not in charge of their booking process.
And I think she actually has a little more time to do.
Okay.
Before even at a 2-for-1.
Yeah.
So, and I'm gonna work with her grandmother, so hopefully she'll.
All right,
use that.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, have a great rest of your day, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
May I approach on a off docket matter real quick?
Sure.
I have a case set on Tuesday, and I've been working with Duffy. It's a pretrial diversion case, so
Did you have them get the file for me?
oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you mean you have to look at something? Fair.
No problem. Yes.
I just wanted to let the court know that our witness is on her way. There was some transportation issues on our end with going to that. But she is on her way. And so she should be here very shortly.
Okay.
The other thing is, I know we have the hearing at 1:30.
Mhm.
And so I didn't know, just for witness purposes, is it your intention to stop at 12 and continue Monday?
Oh, no, that hearing at 1:30, whatever it may be, that should take 10 minutes tops.
My understanding is that it may be quite longer than that.
I don't, oh, no. Well, let me just tell you, that's going to stop. I'm going to give them from 1:30 to 2:00. And at 2:00, we're going to start back up with this trial. And then they can come back on another day to complete that.
I do think the time runs out today for that hearing.
And legally, if you've started the motion for a new trial, then you started it, so the time is still there. Sure.
I should have asked
No
for the
problem.
one for yesterday, it's 2 of them, if you don't mind. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Oh, I'm sorry, one is for the 37th.
Yeah, but we just need any judge to verify, because I was here yesterday too.
Okay, all
Thank
right,
you.
thank you.
There's a chair, can you stop them? There's a chair. What's that? Okay, so. There's a chair. Oh, they're not the chairs.
Sure.
Sorry, just for scheduling purposes, Judge, I'm trying to figure things out.
We do think our witnesses, if the intention is to continue through this afternoon, I think we will be almost finished with our witnesses. We have one witness who's not available until Monday, but I do think most of our witnesses will take us through.
All right, is that a lay witness?
Oh.
The witness who's not available until Monday.
It's an officer, Your Honor.
All right, do you have any objection to that officer appearing by Zoom?
No.
All right,
Let's see if we can set that up.
all right, thank you.
And then Judge, just for planning purposes for me,
If you have witnesses, have them here on Monday.
Monday.
Mhm.
Thank
You're welcome.
No, I'm talking about my second chair.
All right.
You're reviewing this like my daughter.
Hi,
Hi.
yes.
So This case is set for Tuesday. It was a PTD application. We reset for 30 days.
Mhm.
He was accepted into the program earlier this week and I got the contract earlier this week. So we haven't submitted it yet. We reset it for another 30 days.
All right, so when is the contract gonna be submitted?
Today I'll do it by Monday.
All right.
Yeah. No, I want to get it moving.
Ms. Ferguson, can I have a PTD date, please?
That day, case dismissed by that date. That's the plan.
Yeah,
I think the August 28th.
Okay.
is which date we did it?
Michael Hernandez, 20, it's set for Tuesday, August.
and let me just put it in the system and I'll hand you the file.
I just learned they're not giving y'all actual files anymore, that this is the file.
Oh, yeah.
Look at everything's.
And you know what? Here's the thing, this system has gone down and I don't believe there's any
Don't say.
backup. Because one time the Odyssey went down, nobody could do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's,
So.
I have interesting thoughts on technology.
Mhm.
It's kind of like AI, all of it,
Oh,
you know,
gosh,
we're
yes.
so reliant on it, then can't survive.
Mhm.
All right, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's a
Have a good
pleasure.
one.
It's nice. You can enjoy your.
All right, you too.
You could have been. What out of 12?
Sorry. Well, we need you, not here.
But if you stop right at 12, then it can run down there. I'll give it to you. But don't park because it'll charge you. No, just pull up. Yeah, until you see.
All right, Robert, are you ready on Gabriella Medellin?
Develop, Judge, out of left field, always, the complainant, a security guard showed up at my office on Wednesday, and did an affidavit. Allegedly. Well, block print with the numbers on it, so.
Oh, you know what's so funny about block print? You know, Mom and I watch a lot of documentaries. And so they say if ever you want to, I guess I shouldn't say this out loud. That's the thing. You can use that type of print, but you have to make sure you spell the
Or
words
just a
correct.
couple letters out of a magazine and glue them on.
Yeah.
Like
But no, you know what? They can trace your,
Yeah.
they can trace your fingerprints. But my mom watched a documentary and she said there was this guy who committed a murder. And they were trying to figure out how did he do it? How did he do it? Because he was like, hey, I was in this other state, but he actually drove a vehicle. And so they did some major investigative work. They found the rental car. And of course, people never do this here, but a guy went over that rental car with a fine-tooth comb. And in the grill was some kind of insect caught in the grill. And they said that insect is only in this state, nowhere else.
I'm gonna write a manual, I'm gonna write a manual about getting away with murder.
Let's not do that.
I've not planned that.
Well, I mean, they did the show, How to Get Away with Murder.
I go to home with this.
Mhm. Let's not do that.
Oh, gosh.
No.
Talk about that.
No,
I'm under a gag order.
we do not. All right, so we don't mean that. We don't do that here. So on,
Somebody else that said that.
yes. So on Gabrielle Medellin, is there a,
She's on Zoom,
yes,
but I guess I'll see if Duffy wants to call this security guard.
Yes, we're looking into something for a potential resolution.
All right, thank you so much, Duffy.
You already heard that.
Well, I heard that Duffy has been promoted and we're happy about that. No, he's not leaving.
You did.
So. But you're,
Apparently that's where everybody comes to 187 to get promoters.
they do, right? Well, you know, when Daniel was here, next thing I know, how many cases did Daniel say he tried? Like 17 or something, I don't know. And I'm like, what? 17 cases? Yeah, so people are happy to come here because they're like, ooh, I'm gonna get promoted.
Within weeks.
Within weeks.
Months, now it's weeks.
No. So I do not know, Robert, whether or not I should go see Fantastic Four. I just have no idea.
I'm not a big fan of comic movies.
Okay, then you're banned from this courtroom.
It's us Germans aren't a happy people.
All right, so we're just waiting for witnesses, everyone, and then we will start.
Do you have articles for that for the trial?
I'm sorry,
Do
what?
you have articles for the trial?
What do you,
In there, I don't know if article is.
what do you mean your notes? No. You're talking about this?
Yeah, for the trial, right?
Mhm.
Thought we had something on our side, I guess.
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, your notes should be,
It should be with us.
yes.
All right.
All
Probably in
right,
the back somewhere, yeah. I
And we
don't know what
can-
I don't know where she keeps.
no problem.
I'll go find it right now.
Yes. She stacked them. She had stacked them before. Yeah. The video and her at the same time. It's okay. It's. Yeah, the two superhero reported each other. Yeah.
All the jurors are here.
All right, we're waiting for their witness.
Oh, Coco's back there.
Okay, thank you.
My guy has to say, that's the same. Oh, wow.
Okay, she has time to review, so they need to remember.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
With a good movie? It's a good movie.
You see.
It's just really nice. Oh, is that the one where Shia LaBeouf is in it?
Yes.
It's like they're in LA. Oh, that dude. Okay. That movie was cool. I like. That's funny. He did dress pretty spiffy in that movie. He didn't need to do all that. Oh, okay.
So State, do you have an ETA on your witness?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right. Court is calling 2025 CR, the interpreter.
She's not here.
All right, y'all want to have her take the stand?
Yes, sir.
Uh, well, as soon as she takes the witness stand, you can.
I just was. I had to get your steps in, I'm sorry. I'm just-
Yeah.
Judge, may I approach for a brief
Yes.
signature?
Okay.
Yeah. Something tricky there. So it's kind of.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. So, Mr. Mauer, will you let your client know? All right, thank you. So I'll remove her.
See if
Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, you want to.
We're just waiting for the interpreter to come back. Ms. Medellin, your case has been dismissed. Your attorney will call you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, you're welcome. Have a great rest of your day, okay?
You too. Thank you.
Bye. All right, and to the interpreter, she speaks Spanish as well. Okay,
She has the device, I'll be right up there.
all right, thank you.
All this coming. Oh, yeah, it's so cheap.
Oh, wait, what we all?
All right, court is calling 2025 CR 02807. If I could have parties announce.
Ashley Jones and Rick Pena for the state.
John, excuse me, John Reitmeyer and Christine Brown for the defense.
And are you Mr. Angel Cepedes?
Yes.
Are both parties ready to proceed?
There's an issue with whatever she's using, we can hear everything pretty loud.
Yeah. It's a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
Is the mic on, Christy?
¿Está escuchando usted mucha retroalimentación de los audífonos? ¿Le pueden decir?
All right, let's bring the jurors in.
All right, for the jury.
All right, everyone, please be seated. All right, the interpreter, you're still under oath, and the witness, you're still under oath. And where we recessed, the state had passed the witness, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, defense, are you ready for cross?
We are.
You may proceed.
Thank you. Good morning, Ms. Contreras. Do you prefer Contreras or Contreras Pettis or Ms. Pettis?
Contreras Pérez.
Contreras Perez.
I'd like to go over a couple things just to make sure I understood everything correctly, if that's okay. If at any time I ask you a question that you don't understand, please tell me. I'll try to rephrase the question for you, okay?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
I believe you said your date of birth is October 4th, 2000. Is that correct? And at the time of your report, you had a 4-year-old son?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
And you were working with Angel at the barber shop on Evers Road?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
And you said you were in a relationship with him. Do you recall when you started that relationship?
La fecha exacta no.
Not the exact date.
Okay, do you recall about how long you were in a relationship for?
Como por más de 7 meses.
For about longer than 7 months.
Do you know how much longer?
No con exactitud.
Not exactly.
And I believe you said you went to his apartment mostly to spend the night. Is that correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Was your son with you when you'd go there?
Mayormente no.
For the most part, no.
And you ended the relationship with Angel. Is that correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
And you said that was in May of 2024?
Fue antes de mayo.
It was before May.
For May. Are we talking April or are we talking March?
Teníamos solo 7 días de habernos terminado la relación.
It had only been 7 days since we had broken up.
Okay, that wasn't my question, man. Are you saying that you ended the relationship with Angel in April of 2024?
Sí, terminando el mes de abril.
Yes, by the end of the month of April.
And you continued to work with him at the store afterwards, correct?
No con él, en el establecimiento sí.
Not with him, but in the establishment, yes.
Okay. But he was at the store at the same time you were at the store?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there were several days between when you ended the relationship and when you're claiming this incident happened, correct?
Correcto.
Correct.
And then, excuse me, you said on May 4th was the day that this incident took place?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
And I believe you said he entered the store and locked the door behind him, correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Did he use a key to lock the door?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
He did use a key.
Sí, tenía yo una llave.
Yes, I had a key.
Let me clarify that. So you said you had a key. And he got that key to lock the door from the inside?
La llave que yo tenía, mayormente cuando cambiaban de empleados, el dueño cambiaba de llave. Y esa semana yo no tenía llave. Nuestro compañero llegó por la mañana y abrió el negocio. Yo me quedé dentro del negocio y él sí tenía llave, ese nuevo cambio de llave.
And our place of employment, they would change the keys and they would give a key to every new employee that was there. That week, they switched employees and I didn't have the key for that new. Interpreter correction, I didn't have that new key, but in the morning, there was another coworker who did have the new key, who opened the establishment in the morning and left those keys with me because I didn't have that new set of keys.
But to lock the door from the inside, you had to use a key. Is that correct?
Yes,
And I think you said he took your phone away from you.
Sí,
yes,
Which phone was it?
el mío.
mine,
And you said you had another phone also?
El de mi hijo.
my son's,
What kind of phone was it?
Un Samsung.
a Samsung.
Did it have a data plan?
Me imagino que sí, que no nos sirviera.
I imagine so, otherwise it wouldn't have worked.
And then after he took the phone, he came up from behind you, is that correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir,
And I believe you said he punched you in the head.
En mi ojo.
in my eye.
And you said he was wearing a ring?
¿Perdón?
Excuse me?
Excuse me, you said he was wearing a ring?
Sí, él usaba muchas argollas de oro.
Yes, he would wear a lot of gold rings.
Wasn't your testimony yesterday that he only had one ring?
Pues no puedo decir si ese día tenía uno, dos o tres o más.
Well, I can't say if on that day he had 1, 2, 3, or more.
So you couldn't tell the difference between him wearing one ring and three rings? Or four for that matter?
Sí.
Yes,
Yes, you cannot tell the difference?
¿Perdón?
excuse me?
The question is, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between someone wearing one ring and someone wearing multiple rings.
Sí sé la diferencia, pero si te dan un golpe por la espalda, cómo voy a saber?
I do know the difference, but if someone hits you from behind, how am I supposed to know?
You couldn't feel it?
Obvio que sí lo sentía, que tengo la cicatriz.
Obviously, I felt it. I have the scar right here.
I believe then you said he left the store, correct?
Con él.
With him.
So you're saying now that after he punched you, he then took you directly to the car. There was no intermission?
Sí, me golpeó, él se subió a su auto, luego él se bajó, yo llamé a la policía, él dentro comenzó a gritar.
Yes, he beat me, then he went out to his vehicle, he got in his vehicle, I called the police, then he came back in and he started yelling.
Okay, so he did leave the store.
Sí, él salió.
Yes, he went out.
I believe you said that you thought he was drunk. Is that correct?
Sí,
Yes,
Was he slurring his words?
sí,
yes,
Was he having problems with balance?
sí,
yes,
Was he stumbling around?
no.
no,
And then you called the police?
yes, sir.
And you saw them in the parking lot.
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
And at the time you saw them in the parking lot, Angel was still outside?
No, él estaba dentro en la puerta.
No, he was inside by the door.
And I believe you said you tried to get the police's the police's attention from inside the store, correct?
Sí,
Yes,
What were you doing to get their attention?
intenté con una mano como mostrar para que me vieran.
I tried to show with one hand, like to show it so that they could see me.
Did you bang on the glass?
¿Perdón?
Excuse me?
Did you hit the glass to make noise?
No, no le pegué al vidrio.
No, I didn't hit the glass.
Igual no iban a escuchar porque el restaurante de al lado tenía bocinas de sonidos afuera con música. Así gritara, no se iba a escuchar.
But they wouldn't have heard me anyway because the next door restaurant had speakers outside with music. So they wouldn't have even heard me had I yelled.
So the police let me ask this. You were able to see the police vehicle. Where were they parked?
Estaban al frente del restaurante.
They were in front of the restaurant.
And the restaurant's next door, correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
How many parking spaces do you recall are between your shop that you were at and the restaurant?
Está al lado.
It's right next door.
So would it be fair to say they were in between the shop and the restaurant?
No estaban en el medio.
They weren't in between.
They were closer to the restaurant?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Would it be fair to say there's only a couple parking spaces in between the two?
3 o 4 espacios.
3 or 4 spaces.
Okay, so would it be fair to say that they were probably no more than 20-25 feet away?
No lo sé.
I don't know.
I believe you said Angel grabbed a razor blade from the shop. Is that correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So did he just walk over to a station and pick one up off the counter?
Dentro de la barbería, sí.
Inside the barber shop, yes.
En cualquier estación hay navajas porque trabajan barberos.
There are razor blades in any of the stations because barbers work there.
And how far away were you from Angel when he grabbed the razor blade?
No sé qué tanto estaría retirado.
I don't know how far away I was.
May I have 1 second, Jeff?
Yes.
You said you don't recall how far away you were, correct? Just now?
Sí.
Yes,
Didn't you say yesterday that you were close?
No puede ser 1 metro, menos o más.
it
Con
could,
exactitud no le puedo decir una medida exacta.
it could be a meter, less than that or more, but I can tell you exactly the measurements of it.
And then I hope I'm saying this right, and please correct me if I say this wrong. I believe you said he came and essentially came from behind you and put his arms around your neck. Is that correct?
No, él vino por atrás cuando él me pegó primera vez.
No, he came from behind when he hit me the first time.
Cuando él fue con la navaja, él solo quiso abrazarme, pero él llevaba su navaja. Fue cuando ya la policía estaba enfrente del restaurante.
When he tried to hug me, that was when he already was holding the razor blade. And that was when the police was already in front of the restaurant.
Okay. So he came from behind you and punched you in the eye.
Sí.
Yes,
How is that possible?
¿Cómo es eso posible? Yo estaba limpiando mis máquinas. Cuando él me dijo Margarita, yo volteé y ahí recibí el puño.
how is that possible? Well, I was cleaning my machines when he called out Margarita and I turned around and that's where I received the punch to the face.
¿Por qué no le pregunta al señor Ángel Miguel dónde quedaron las cámaras de esa tarde?
Why don't you ask Mr. Angel Miguel where the recordings of that afternoon are
Ma'am,
now?
ma'am, if you don't mind, please let me ask the questions here. Okay. So you're saying he came around from behind, called your name, and punched you in the eye.
Sí,
Yes,
Okay. So you were facing him.
porque él me llamó.
because he called me.
Okay. So the initial strike to your eye would have come from in front of you, would it not?
No entiendo.
I don't understand.
So if he called your name and you turned towards him, and then he came up and hit you in the face, correct? He would have been in front of you.
Cuando yo volteé, él ya estaba ahí, sí, me golpeó.
When I turned around, he was already there, and yes, he hit me.
So he hit you from the front. You couldn't tell how many rings he had on.
Apenas volteé. No tenía tiempo de analizar su ropa o si tenía anillos o cuántos anillos tenía. Solamente volteé cuando me dijo Margarita. Solamente volteé. No tenía tiempo de ver cuántos anillos o cuántas prendas tenía para decirle.
I had just turned. I wasn't able to tell how many rings he had or what he was even wearing. He just called out my name, Margarita, and I turned and I wasn't able to tell what he had on or what he was wearing.
You didn't see him come into the store?
Sí, lo vi.
I did see him.
So you would have been able to see what he was wearing, wouldn't you?
No recuerdo.
I don't remember.
Now let's go back to what we were talking about, being hugged with the blade. You said you said that he held a blade to your neck, correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where were his other arms again?
This is the interpreter. Your Honor, may I have clarification of that question?
Yes.
Counsel.
The question is, if he held a blade to your neck, where was his other arm?
Él me estaba abrazando.
He was hugging me.
Okay. Where was his other arm? Was it high? Was it low? Was it around your body? Was it around your neck?
No recuerdo.
I don't remember.
Then he said he walked with you like that into the parking lot, correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
And the police were still in the parking lot.
Estaban subiendo hacia el auto.
They were getting in their car.
They were getting in their car.
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
You saw them, but they didn't see you.
A lo mejor sí me vieron.
Maybe they
No lo
did
sé.
see me. I don't know.
And when you were walking to the car with a blade against your neck and Angel's other arm around you somewhere, how far apart was Angel's body from your body?
No entiendo.
I don't understand.
Okay, let me rephrase. You just stated that you walked to the car with Angel, correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Angel was using one arm to hold a blade against your neck, correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. His other arm was around you somewhere.
Cuando íbamos saliendo de la barbería, solamente tenía aquí la navaja en mi cuello y su mano la cargaba abajo.
When we were walking outside the barber shop, he had the blade right here on my neck and his other arm was here to his side down.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? His other arm was
His
what?
other arm, interpreter correction, was down on his other side.
His other arm was down by his other side.
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. Was the arm holding the blade across your body or alongside your body?
Estaba encima en mi cuello.
It was on top on my neck.
Okay, let me rephrase the question, because I think that I might have said that poorly. Was he holding the knife across your body like this? Or did he have it just alongside your body like this?
Yo tenía el cabello suelto y él tenía la mano encima de mi hombro y aquí yo sentía la navaja. Obviamente los oficiales no iban a ver nada fuera de lo común.
My hair was down and he had his arm right here on top of me and he was holding the blade right here. So obviously the officers weren't going to see anything out of the ordinary.
Man, that wasn't my question. My question is, how was he holding the blade? Was it across your body, as in he was holding the blade across your neck, where his forearm
Le
was in front of
dije
you?
que la tenía
Let me finish,
encima.
please. Where the forearm was across your body, or was the forearm alongside your body like this?
Estaba encima de mi hombro, sosteniéndose aquí en mi cuello.
It was on top of my shoulder, right here by my neck.
Getting back to the original question, which I've been trying to get to, if he was holding a knife against you, he would have been close to you, correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Was his body pressed up against your body?
Me estaba abrazando.
He was hugging me.
He was hugging you.
Me tenía así con la mano.
Yeah, me-
¿Cómo explico eso?
He had me like this with his arm. How do I explain that?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out now. So now you're saying he was using one arm to hold the knife against you, and the other arm was at his side.
Sí, tenía un brazo encima y el otro no.
Yes, he had one arm up and the other one wasn't.
When you were walking to the car, were you taking normal paces, or were you more of a shuffling motion?
Yo estaba caminando lento.
We were walking slowly.
And I believe you said yesterday, while this was happening, you tried to signal the police with your other hand, correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
And I believe you said you tried to reach behind you. Is that correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
And this was while Angel was still behind you?
No estaba detrás de mí, estaba al lado mío. Sí.
He wasn't behind me, he was beside me.
And then I believe you said yesterday, you went to the car. Who opened the door?
El señor.
Him.
Which arm did he use to open it?
El que tenía desocupado.
The one that was free.
And he was still holding the razor blade to your neck?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
I believe you said it was a Honda Civic, correct?
Sí, señor.
It wasn't
Yes,
a
sir.
truck or a tall vehicle?
No.
No.
When he opened the door, how did you get in the car?
Viéndome.
By getting in?
Let me rephrase the question. Did he hold a blade to your neck while you were getting into the car?
Él se paró enfrente de la puerta mientras yo me subía.
He stood in front of the car as I was getting in. Interpret correction, he stood in front of the door as I was getting in.
He stood in front of the door. So he opened the door and stood on the other side of it? Or did he stand in front of where the passenger seat was?
Sí, él se paró donde abrió la puerta para que yo me subiera.
Yes, he stood where he opened the door so that I could get in.
All while he had a razor blade to your neck.
Cuando me estaba subiendo al carro ya no tenía la navaja en el cuello.
When I was getting in the vehicle, interpret correction, I no longer had the blade on my neck.
Then I believe you said he drove you to his apartment, correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
You remember where his apartment was?
Horizon Hill. Horizon Hill.
Edison Hill?
Edison Hill? Or did you mean to say Horizon Hill?
Pues no lo sé pronunciar, perdón.
Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's fine. Now, during your testimony yesterday, didn't you state that you didn't remember where he lived?
Fácilmente lo puedo buscar en el mapa de mi teléfono y sé cómo llegar. No recordaba, dije que no recordaba el nombre de la calle, que es una cosa distinta.
I could look in the map and I know how to get there, but I said that I didn't remember the street name, which is something different.
When you got to his apartment and the car parked, who opened the door to the passenger side of the vehicle?
No recuerdo.
I don't remember.
Do you remember if the door was unlocked?
¿Cuál puerta?
Which door?
The passenger door.
No estaba con seguro.
It didn't have a lock. Interpret correction, it wasn't locked.
It wasn't. So you don't recall how you got out of the car when you got to the apartment complex, correct?
Correcto.
Correct.
And then I believe you said he took you by the hand to his apartment. Is that correct?
Sí.
Yes,
He led you up the stairs?
Sí, porque él quería ir apresurado. Yo no podía caminar mucho por el golpe.
yes, because he wanted to go quickly and I wasn't able to walk much because of the beating.
When you went up the stairs, who was in front?
No lo sé. ¿Quién vive enfrente de su apartamento?
So who lives in front of his apartment?
No, ma'am, let me rephrase. You said he took you by the hand to his apartment. And you said he was taking you up the stairs. Were you walking side by side?
Estaba caminando un poco lento.
Yes, I was walking a bit slowly.
Okay. My question is, were you and Angel walking side by side?
¿Cómo?
What do you mean?
Well, he took you by the hand, correct?
Sí.
Yes,
Okay. And you were walking upstairs with him grabbing your hand, correct?
Sí, los dos íbamos caminando juntos.
yes, we were both walking.
Okay. Was he leading you as you walked up the stairs, or were you walking up the stairs at the same time?
Estábamos subiendo las escaleras juntos.
We were going up the stairs together.
When you walked up the stairs to the second floor, how far down did you have to walk on the landing to get to his apartment?
Como un poco más de 1 metro o menos.
Like a little more over a meter or less.
And he unlocked the door to the apartment?
Él abrió su puerta, sí.
He opened his door, yes.
You didn't have a razor blade against your neck at this point, did you?
No,
No,
I believe you said yesterday that when you entered the apartment with him, you went to the living room, correct?
estábamos los dos en la sala.
we were both in the living room.
Okay. And I believe you said he started drinking again, correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
What was he drinking?
Cerveza.
Beer.
Drinking beer? What kind? Was it in a glass or was it in a can? Let me rephrase, excuse me. Was it in a bottle or was it in a can?
De vidrio.
Bottom. Yes.
I guess. You said bottle or glass. Which one?
Interpret correction. Glass bottle.
A glass bottle, thank you. How fast was he drinking?
No recuerdo qué tan rápido.
I don't remember how fast.
How about this? Was he consuming them pretty quickly?
No recuerdo.
I don't remember.
Did you see him consume more than one?
Sí,
Yes.
More than two?
sí.
Yes.
More than three?
No recuerdo.
I don't remember.
Approximately, how far apart were you from him in the living room?
No muy retirado.
Not too far.
Would you estimate more than a meter?
¿Perdón?
Excuse me?
Would you estimate you were more than a meter away from him?
A lo mejor sí, no sé.
It's the same. I don't know.
How long were you in the living room before you went to the bedroom?
No recuerdo.
I don't remember.
But at some point you decided you were going to try to leave through the bedroom window?
This is the interpreter. Counsel, may you please repeat?
Sure. At some point you decided you were going to attempt to leave through the bedroom window?
No entiendo.
I don't understand.
Okay. You testified yesterday that you wanted to exit the apartment, correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And some of your testimony, if I got this right, said you went into the bedroom, correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then you also testified that you attempted to go through the window that had a screen on it, correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What were you going to do if you got the window open?
No sé, solo quería salir de ahí.
I don't know. I just wanted to get out of there.
So you were willing to jump from the second floor?
No estaba dispuesta a dejar a mi hijo solo. Eso no. Pensé que alguien podría ayudarme.
I wasn't willing to, but I thought maybe someone could help me.
Did that window face another complex?
No,
No,
era el pasillo de la entrada del apartamento.
it was the hallway to the apartment entrance.
So there was a hallway behind that window?
Sí,
Yes,
And then I believe you testified that he saw you and he pulled you to the bed. Is that correct?
sí, señor.
yes, sir.
And you testified that he tore your clothes and your underwear?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You testified that he had vaginal and then he had anal sex with you?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
And then you testified that he went back for more drinks. Correct?
Luego salió de la habitación. Él luego salió de la habitación.
He then got out of the bedroom.
He left the bedroom. So when you testify that you slept on the floor, it was only you in the room. Correct?
No puedo decir que estaba yo sola o él estaba ahí, no recuerdo.
I can't say that I was alone or if he was there. I don't recall.
You don't recall if he came in at any time after that?
Después de que salió, sí, él entró.
After he went out, yes, he went back in.
To the bedroom.
Yes,
Did he ever fall asleep? To your knowledge?
No lo sé.
I don't know.
Didn't you testify yesterday that he did fall asleep?
Yo dije que yo me había quedado dormida en el piso.
I said that I fell asleep on the floor.
And I believe you testified yesterday that in the morning you woke up and covered yourself in a blanket or a sheet. Is that correct?
Y por la noche me dio la sábana.
He gave me the sheet at night.
Cuando yo desperté, él ya estaba despierto.
When I woke up, he was already awake.
And you testified he drove you home?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
And from home, you went straight to work?
Más después, sí.
A little bit later, yes.
But the same day?
Fue el siguiente día.
It was the following day,
el 5 de mayo.
May 5th.
Correct, that's what I'm talking about. You went to work on May 5th after you got home.
Tenía que ir a limpiar el desastre que había quedado.
I had to go clean up the mess that was there
On May 5th.
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
And then when you got to work, you called the police.
Primero fui a casa de mi hermano y cuando volví llamé a la policía.
First, I went to my sister's house, and when I went back, I called the police.
Ma'am, my question is, you called the police from your work, correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Do you recall about how long it took for the police to show up?
No recuerdo.
I don't recall.
But they showed up and you gave your report.
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Was it done inside or outside the shop?
Era la barbería porque yo estaba sentada con mi hijo afuera.
Outside the barber shop because I was sitting with my son outside.
And you told the police you were assaulted, correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
You told the police you were assaulted with brass knuckles?
Con una navaja y una tijera.
With a razor blade and scissors.
You told the police that you were assaulted with brass knuckles?
No, de oro.
No, gold.
You told the police that the relationship between you and Angel became abusive after about 5 months?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
You told the police that showed up that Angel had a pocket knife?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
You told the police that nobody responded to your call previously?
¿Cuál llamada?
Which call?
La primera no la pude terminar porque el señor me quitó el teléfono.
Let me
I wasn't able to finish the first call because the man took away my phone.
rephrase. You told the police that nobody responded to your call from May 4th?
Yo le dije a la policía que sí había llamado, pero nadie había llegado ahí al lugar.
I told the police that I had called, but that no one had arrived to the place there.
No one arrived. Didn't you just testify?
To the place where I was at? No.
Didn't you just testify that when you were walking to the car with Angel that you saw a police vehicle?
Estaba al lado de la barbería, pero no donde yo los necesitaba.
It was next to the barber shop, but not where I needed it.
Didn't you just testify that the officers were not in their vehicle, they were outside their vehicle?
Cuando ellos se bajaron de la patrulla, ellos entraron directamente al restaurante.
When they got out of the police vehicle, they went directly into the restaurant.
They went into the restaurant. Okay. But didn't you just say that when you were walking to the car, you saw an officer outside his vehicle?
Cuando íbamos caminando hacia subirnos al auto del señor, los oficiales estaban saliendo del restaurante.
When we were walking towards the men's vehicle, the officers were walking out of the restaurant.
Ma'am, it's a yes or no question. Didn't you just testify that when you were walking to your car, you saw a police officer outside his vehicle in the parking lot? Yes or no?
Sí.
Yes,
So police were there.
Pero no al lugar que yo les había dado la dirección y es muy distinto.
but not to the location for interpret correction, but not at the location to which I had given them the address, which is something different.
You don't know what they were looking for, do you?
¿Perdón?
Excuse me?
You don't know what the police were looking for at that time, do you?
Yo pensé que habían ido a ayudarme.
I thought they had gone to help me.
And it's entirely feasible that they could have been looking for you. Correct?
Objection to speculation, Your Honor.
Overrule. You may answer the question.
¿Podría repetirlo, por favor?
May you please repeat it?
Sure. It's entirely feasible or possible that they could have been looking for you, correct?
No lo sabía con certeza.
I wouldn't be sure of that.
The shop was next door, correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Now, we're not talking a block away, are we?
Estaban al lado.
It was next door.
Okay, we're talking a matter of a few meters, correct?
Sí.
Yes,
And then, so during your testimony, where you stated you were walking to your car, you're not aware of anyone around who saw you leave?
No lo sé.
I don't know.
You were sitting down when you were interviewed by the police? Did I get that right?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
You told the police that was taking your report that you were forced to leave with Angel?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
You told the police who were interviewing you outside the shop that you were sexually assaulted?
No recuerdo.
I don't remember.
You tell the police who were interviewing you that you were anally sexually assaulted?
No, ellos solo me dieron un par de hojas para que yo misma escribiera lo que había sucedido. Ellos me dieron 2 hojas para anotar lo que había sucedido.
No, they just gave me a couple of papers so that I could write down what had happened.
Man, that's not the question. You didn't volunteer this information to the police, did you? Verbally?
No recuerdo.
I don't remember.
After allegedly experiencing something so horrific, wouldn't you think that would be important to tell them?
Yo no quería llamar a la policía.
I didn't want to call the police.
But you did.
Yes,
So it was your intention to tell the police what happened. Was it not?
Me da vergüenza decirle que mi expareja me había violado.
I was embarrassed to tell them that my ex-boyfriend had raped me.
So what were you going to tell them if you were embarrassed?
Le iba a decir que él me había golpeado.
I was going to tell them that he had beat me.
Did you go see a doctor after this incident?
No,
No,
Did you go see a nurse or a nurse practitioner?
no,
no,
Did you go to one of the emergency room of any sort?
no.
no.
You didn't think that was important to do?
No quería que nadie supiera.
I didn't want anybody to know.
So are you saying it's less embarrassing that you were beat?
Sí.
Yes,
You weren't concerned about getting a sexually transmitted disease?
Yo era su pareja, yo sabía que él no estaba enfermo.
I was his partner. I knew that he wasn't sick.
You weren't concerned about getting pregnant?
No,
No,
I believe you testified yesterday that you said it hurt afterwards, correct?
sí.
yes,
You weren't worried about some sort of tear or other physical abrasion? Or some other infection?
Yo solo quería que él no volviera a acercarse a mí.
all I wanted was for him to not get close to me again.
When you were in Angel's apartment, did he lock the front door?
Sí,
Yes,
Did he use a key
sí.
yes,
from the inside?
Yo solo sé que cerró la puerta con seguro.
I just know that he locked the door.
Did you wake up at all during the night?
Cuando me quedé dormida ya era muy de madrugada. Dormiría pocas horas. No me desperté.
When I fell asleep, it was already early in the morning, dawn time. I only slept for a few hours.
Okay.
So I didn't wake up.
So you didn't think to try to outwait Angel and make an escape while he was sleeping?
Yo no sé si él durmió o no.
I don't know if he went to sleep or not.
I believe he also testified that he kept drinking, correct?
Yes,
You don't know if he slept, do you?
No lo sé.
I don't know.
Okay. So in the morning, you testified that he was already up before you, correct?
Yes,
And you were testifying that he was drinking a lot. Would that be fair to say?
yes,
Okay. So in the morning, was he hungover?
Objection to speculation, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Did he appear to be drunk in the morning?
I don't know.
Was he slurring his words?
No.
No,
Did he have any problems with his balance?
No.
no,
Did he smell of alcohol?
Sí.
yes,
Knowing all of that, you got in the car with him.
Sí.
yes,
Going back to the report that when the police showed up at the barber shop, you testified that the police took some pictures of you?
Sí, señor.
yes, sir.
But they didn't take all the pictures of you, correct?
No tomaron pocas.
No, they took a few.
Okay. Were you given the option of waiting for a female officer to take more pictures of you?
No.
No,
You were not?
El oficial dijo, así está bien.
the officer said it's fine like that.
So you took those other pictures yourself?
Mi casa. Y la llevé en persona a la detective y ella misma me vio como yo estaba.
At my house, and I took them myself to the detective, and she saw me herself how I was.
That wasn't my question, man. Question was, you told the officers you would send them pictures, correct?
Please interpret counsel, Your Honor, may I have a repetition from counsel?
Yes.
My question was, you told the officer you would send those pictures yourself, correct?
No.
No,
You never said that.
La detective se contactó conmigo y me dijo que si podía ir al lugar o tomarme algunas fotos.
The detective contacted me and she said if I could go over so they could take more pictures.
So you didn't send any pictures to the police?
A la detective sí,
To the detective, yes,
a la policía no.
not to the police.
So of those pictures that you took, no one else got to see them except you on that day, correct?
Es correcto.
That's correct.
You told the police you didn't want to go to the hospital for your injuries?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
And you later met with a detective about this case, correct?
No, el detective me buscó a mí.
No, the detective looked for me.
But you met with them, correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes,
En
sir.
una estación de policía.
At a police station.
And I believe the detective asked you for a picture of Angel's identification, correct?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
And you sent a copy of his identification, correct?
Yo tenía copia de su identificación.
I had a copy of his identification.
You had a copy of it on you?
Sí.
Yes.
Why would you have a copy?
Era mi pareja y no pensé que sería algo malo.
He was my partner and I didn't think it was something bad.
What was something bad?
¿Cómo?
What do you mean?
Well, you didn't think it would be a bad thing to have a copy of your partner's identification?
No.
No,
And how long have y'all been together at this point?
No recuerdo cuánto.
I don't recall how long.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Yes.
Ma'am, I'm showing you what's previously been admitted as State's Exhibit 3. In this picture, there's a tattoo on your left forearm that says Puchita. Can you tell me what that, excuse me, can you tell me what that's referring to?
An objection to relevance, Your Honor.
It's been admitted, Judge.
Overrule.
Your Honor, may the state respond? The picture.
sorry?
The picture has been admitted, but the significance of the tattoo is what I'm objecting to.
All right, that objection will be overruled. You can ask the question. All right, just one moment. All right, okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a 10-minute break. Remember my previous instructions. Everything that you're to learn about this case is to come from inside the courtroom and nowhere else. Does everyone understand? All right, you may step outside. Deputy Laura will take you back to the jury room.
All right, for the jury.
All right, defense is still your witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ma'am, I believe my question before we took our break was states 3, which you have in front of you, has in the picture shows a tattoo on your forearm. What does that tattoo refer to?
Ese tatuaje me lo hice porque así le llaman a Ángel Miguel. Ángel Miguel.
I got that tattoo done because that's what they call Ángel Miguel.
And when you say Angel Miguel, who are you referring to?
Al Señor.
To the man.
The man sitting here at the table with me?
Sí, Señor.
Yes, sir.
When did you get that tattoo?
Cuando éramos pareja.
When we were together.
At what point of the relationship?
Estábamos comenzando a lo mejor.
Maybe we were just starting.
Your Honor, we'll pass the witness.
State.
Yes, Your Honor.
Viviana, when it is, oh, this one. When you were in the barber shop on May 4th and the defendant came in, what were you doing?
Yo estaba terminando de trabajar.
I was finishing up with work.
Okay, and what how were you finishing up with work?
Cuando él estacionó su carro, yo estaba terminando de cortarle el cabello a un cliente y el cliente se fue.
When he was parking, I was finishing up a haircut on a client and then the client left.
Okay, and after the client left, what do you have to do to clean up?
Tengo que limpiar las máquinas, dejar mi estación limpia y limpiar todo el cabello que queda en el piso.
I have to clean the machines. I have to leave the whole station clean and I have to clean up the hair that's on the floor.
And while you're doing that, is your back towards the door?
Sí, mi espalda está hacia la puerta.
Yes, my back is towards the door.
And so when the defendant came into the store and approached you, did he approach you from behind?
Cuando él entró,
When he entered,
yo lo vi.
I saw him.
And then after you saw him, did you continue cleaning?
Sí, yo continué limpiando. Fue cuando él me pidió mi teléfono. Me dijo que sí se lo podía prestar.
Yes, I continued cleaning. That's when he asked me for my phone and asked me if he could borrow it.
And then how long after that did he hit you?
Me pasaron unos minutos.
A few minutes passed by.
When he hit you, were you standing, kneeling, sitting, or something different?
Yo estaba de pie limpiando mi máquina, de espalda hacia él.
I was standing up, cleaning my machines, my back towards him.
And then he called your name?
Sí, señor.
Yes, ma'am.
Perdón, no me llamó por mi nombre. Tengo como me llaman en mi trabajo Margarita. Y pues todos me llaman así. Y él me dijo Margarita y yo volteé.
Well, I have everyone at work calls me Margarita. They call me that. And so he called me by Margarita and I turned around.
And at that moment that you turned around, is that when he hit you?
Sí, señor.
Yes, ma'am.
Were you paying attention to the rings on his hand when he hit you?
No.
No.
Did you feel the rings hit your face?
Sí, señor.
Yes, ma'am.
Did those rings cause your face to bleed?
Me da sangre por mi oído y por mi nariz.
Yes, blood came out from my ear and my nose.
And do you still have the scar from those rings today?
Oh, en mi cabeza tengo una pequeña cicatriz y arriba de mis cejas. Cada día la veo.
I have a small scar on my head and also one on top of my eyebrow. I see it every day.
So every day you're reminded of what he did.
Sí.
Yes.
The defense attorney spent a lot of time asking you about your position, your body positions with the defendant inside and outside the store. When you were inside the store, was that when the defendant had the knife up to your neck and was hugging you?
Perdón, ¿cómo?
Excuse me, what do you mean?
When you were in the store, still, before you walked outside, was that when the defendant was hugging you or had his arms around you?
Sí, señor.
Yes, ma'am.
And then once you were outside of the store, where people could see you, is that when he only had one arm around you?
Sí.
Yes.
And he had his other arm down by his side?
Sí.
Yes.
And that's when you put your arm behind your back to try and get officers' attention, is that correct?
Sí.
Yes.
How was his car parked in front of the store? Was it parked facing the store or facing away from the store?
Al frente de la barbería hay un estacionamiento al frente. Él no estaba en ese, sino en el siguiente.
In front of the barber shop, there's a parking spot right in front of it. He wasn't parked in that one, but the one next to it.
And was the front of his car facing the barber shop or facing away from the barber shop?
Estaba enfrente a la tienda.
It was in front of the store.
It was facing the store?
Estaba de frente a la tienda.
It was facing towards the store.
And so when he walked you out of the barber shop, he went around to the passenger side? Did I understand that correctly?
Sí, él me abrió la puerta.
Yes, he opened the door for me.
And after he opened the door, when did he take the knife away from your neck?
Cuando él abrió la puerta, me arrimó hacia la entrada y yo solamente me agaché y me subí. Solamente esos segundos nomás.
When he opened the door, he got me close to to enter the vehicle, and I just crouched down, and I just remember that.
When you got to his apartment and you were getting out of the car, where was the defendant?
Él ya estaba fuera del auto.
He was already out of the vehicle.
And where was he standing when you were getting out of the car?
Enfrente del auto.
In front of the car.
And would that be the front of the car? Sorry, Let me rephrase. Was he by any specific door of the car?
En la parte donde yo iba sentada adelante de la puerta.
And the part where I was sitting in front of the door.
So he was in front of the door that you were sitting at.
Sí, señor.
Yes, ma'am.
And is that where he grabbed your hand?
Sí.
Yes.
Apologize. The defendant's apartment was on the second floor?
Sí, señor.
Yes, ma'am.
And so when you leaned out of the window or when you were trying to get out of the window, what was your goal?
Era irme, salir como podía.
It was to leave, to get out however possible.
And the defense attorney asked you, were you planning to jump out of the window?
No.
No.
So then what were you doing leaning or trying to get out of the window?
Yo pretendía que algún vecino a lo mejor podría ayudarme.
I was hoping that maybe a neighbor could help me.
If you would have seen somebody, what would you have done?
Yo hubiera gritado.
I would have yelled.
Did you see anybody?
No.
No.
Why didn't you try to get out of the front door of the apartment?
Porque no me dejaba.
Because he wouldn't let me.
What do you mean?
Porque él estaba al principio parado en la puerta.
Because at first I was standing at the door.
And what happened when you were standing at the door?
No, él estaba parado en la puerta.
Oh, no, he was standing at the door.
And what happened when he was standing at the door?
Solo decía cosas.
He was
Okay,
just
so-
saying things.
What things was he saying?
Como que no le iba a dejar. Seguía con lo mismo de que yo seguía siendo su mujer, que yo no me podía ir, yo no le iba a dejar.
That I wasn't going to leave him. He continued on with the same thing, that I was his woman, that I couldn't leave, that I wasn't going to leave him.
At what point did you decide to go to the bedroom to try and escape through the window?
Yo le dije que me iba a recostar un rato.
I told him that I was going to go lay down for a little bit.
After he pulled you in from the window, threw you on the bed, and raped you, did you feel like trying to escape after that?
No se escucha bien.
That's the interpreter. I will repeat the question to her because she did know that she has an issue with the audio.
No,
No,
Why not?
porque sabía que no me iba a poder ir.
because I knew that I wouldn't be able to leave.
Was your body in pain?
Sí,
Yes,
Were you bleeding from anywhere after the sexual assault?
Sí,
Yes,
Where were you bleeding from?
por mi ano.
from my anus.
Did you think that was something that needed to be looked at by a doctor?
Sí. pero
Yeah,
Why didn't you go?
Porque me da vergüenza.
because I was embarrassed.
When the cops came to the barber shop the next day, were there any female officers there?
No,
No,
Did you feel like they understood what you were saying,
no.
no,
even though some of them spoke Spanish?
Él me decía que repitiera muchas las palabras y no entendía.
he would ask me to repeat the words a lot, and he didn't understand.
When you told them about the defendant's rings, did you say the word for brass knuckles or did you say the word for rings?
Anillo, argolla, le dije yo y lo repetí varias veces.
I said ring, I said rings, and I repeated it several times.
Incluso le mostré al oficial una foto y le dije, oye, son estos, porque yo tenía foto de nosotros juntos.
I even showed the officer a picture and I told him it's these because I had a picture of us together.
And in that picture, was the defendant wearing the gold rings that he hit you with?
Él las usaba mucho, sí.
He would wear them a lot, yes.
And is there a different word that you would use for brass knuckles?
No, no sé qué es un nudillo.
I don't know what brass knuckles are.
When you were talking to the officers about what had happened to you, did you verbally state that the defendant raped you?
No.
No,
But did they give you an opportunity to write down what happened?
El oficial me dio una hoja y en la primera hoja yo le dije que no cabía todo lo que había sucedido y me dio otra. Y me dijo, si necesitas más, te doy más para que escriba. Entonces cuando llené la tercera hoja, faltaba por escribir, pero él me dijo, espera un momento, voy al auto y te traigo otra. Pero me dijo, lo siento, no tengo más hojas.
the police officer handed me a piece of paper to write down what happened. But there wasn't enough space in that piece of paper to write down what had happened, so he told me, I'll give you another one. So he gave me another one, and then I still needed more room to write. So he gave me a third piece of paper, and still I wasn't done writing. When he said, well, wait, I'll bring you another piece of paper. So he went to the car, and then he came back and he said, sorry, I don't have any more.
Did you write everything down in the statement?
No,
No,
incluso el oficial me dijo que no me preocupara, que un oficial se iba a comunicar conmigo para que yo escribiera toda la historia.
no, the officer even said that an officer would get in touch with me. And so that I could write down the whole.
Objection, hearsay.
Sustained.
In that statement that you wrote, did you mention the defendant raped you?
No,
No,
Why not?
porque el oficial me dijo que detallara cada cosa que había pasado. Y las hojas no me alcanzaban para detallar todo. No me alcanzó para escribirlo todo, porque el oficial me dijo que tenía que escribirlo todo detallado desde el principio.
No, I wasn't able to write down everything because the officer told me that I had to write everything in detail from the beginning.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
I'm showing you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 12, which you identified yesterday. You can use it to refresh your memory. And if you would just take a moment to look it over.
Excuse me, can I have parties approach?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you a lunch break at this time, and then both parties will still have their opportunity to question the witness. Remember my previous instructions, and I'm going to have you all back at 2 because there's another hearing that needs to take place between this trial. All right, everyone, please rise for the jurors.